Welcome to Family Product Reviews. If you are new here, support us by subscribing. Today we will be reviewing the Arctic Fox Vegan and Cruelty-Free Semi-Permanent Hair Color Dye, Ethyl. Ounces, Purple Rain. Beautiful color. Like all dyes like this, it does dump rather quickly, but that's okay. Granted, how well a dye takes to your hair is largely based on your hair type and how it reacts to dyes. Third, the dye stays within the color range. When it fades, stays purple, doesn't turn blue. They have a fruity fragrance that is quite pleasant, especially compared to most hair dyes out there. It leans hard towards green, so if you want a more neutral warm yellow from Arctic Fox, get Cosmic Sunshine instead. Would not buy the deep purple again. Looking forward to trying more Arctic Fox colors. If you want a long-lasting hair dye, this is for you, especially if you leave it on for a full hour, as recommended. Do keep in mind though that if your hair isn't platinum blonde, and a little dry like mine, you might not get the same results. This product smells amazing, and leaves your hair smelling like grape for a long time. One downside is it does seem to wash out, fade a lot faster compared to Manic Panic. It doesn't seem like it wants to rinse out when you go to wash it, so it took a while. Another great thing about Arctic Fox is the fact that it comes in such a big bottle. It's good for those who don't need as much dye too, so you can keep enough to touch up the dye whenever your hair needs it over time. Lasts forever, and fades true to color. Can put it in, and forget about it without damaging your hair. Also smells good, and can mix and match colors to make new shades. Godchild mixed with Poseidon and Aquamarine, and both turned out great. This is great hair dye. Unlike most, it smells great, and makes your hair very shiny. The only downside is it does not last long. Virgin Pink is definitely more magenta when first applied than anything else. Fades nicely though. She read that it lasted longer, was more natural, and there were also more colors to choose from. The color came out nice and bright, and doesn't bleed out when rinsed anywhere near as much as the Splat. Arctic Fox never disappoints. If you're looking for the best possible hair color that lasts the longest without having a beautician's license, this is it. As is the excellent color were not enough to sell you on the product, a portion of the payment goes towards fighting animal violence. She has light brown hair with natural blonde highlights, and a couple bleached in highlights. A little bit of dye goes a very long way. Very pigmented, smells like grapes. The purple is a bit yellow in the artificial light, but vibrant in the sun. Love it. It does fade, wash out over time, but fades to a beautiful lighter shade of purple. There were no gloves at all. What kind of hair dye doesn't come with gloves? Second, the color gets everywhere. And, if you get it on your skin, good luck getting it off. So now, the color won't come off our skin, but it bleeds right out of our hair. If you have brassier hair, it'll look more of a reddish purple, which looks nice too. After 8 weeks of washing with hot water, it had faded to a lighter purple, which is very pretty. Comes out more like a conditioner rather than a thicker pigment, and when applied to blonde hair didn't show much at all. This dye smells amazing, does not bleed, is vibrant, lasts way longer than Manic Panic hair dye, and fades beautifully. You can make your own shade by mixing colors, or can lighten the color with conditioner. This was very easy to apply, covered evenly, and lasts much longer than other dyes. It was so vibrant. Even on the part that wasn't lightened had a hint of purple. Only downside is that the product does stay in your hands even after you wash the dye out. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to subscribe, and leave your comments below.